Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather, I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we are here each and every day for you so you learn more and more about Luminess and what we have to offer. So we always have new stuff to offer. But we have been going over how to airbrush. We went over that in the 11 o'clock. Hey Dawn. And so now that my foundation is on, we're going to start adding dimension back to my face. Sorry, I'm taking my my goodness in my water so I can get better. Hey, Amy, thank you. All right, so I'm going to take the Cut 1 palette and I'm going to start adding, hello, Leora and Dawn. And Amy's here. All the gang's all here. Hey, Trish. Christina. Hello, baby. How are ya? All right. I had red lips on to go to the Luminous Beauty side. And so I took that off. And I put our lip jelly on, which is amazing. And it's a little lip plumper. And so it feels like red hots on your lips or hot tamales on your lips. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. Hey, Cindy, Connie, how are you? So I'm going to take the Cut 1 palette and I'm going to go through. This is the Cut 1. We also have a Cut 2 for darker skin tones. And with my angle brush, I'm lightly dusting through all three of them. I don't necessarily pick just one, but I dust through, hit the extra off, and then lightly start sculpting some cheekbones. And just kind of going through there. Thank you, Amy. Yay! Thank you, Amber. I'm starting to, every day it gets better and better. So I'm not on my deathbed that I thought I was on earlier. All right. So I just did a little bit of putting some dimension back in my face, because what foundation's going to do, it's going to even out the skin tone, cover imperfections, and so it just makes your face what we call flat. So there's not, you're not showing any dimension to it or anything. So what we're doing with contouring now is I'm now kind of bringing in the dimension. So I'm hopefully popping up some cheekbones, and you can go as severe as you want to or as light. It doesn't have to be like real heavy contouring or anything like that. You can go as light or as heavy as you want. And then you could also like kind of play it by ear too. So you could start it off, and then once you finish the look, if you're like, oh, maybe I could use a little bit more, you can always add back to that, which is pretty cool. One thing I do want to show you today is our Click and Play eyeshadows. Guys, these are just released. This is amazing product. We have so many. And they come in these little packets like this, which I thought are so cute. Right there. And then it has the little tear here. You can see the color in here. I think this one I already have. No, I don't. This one isn't. So it has the name on the back, and then you can tear them out like that. And then they slide. Now they are obviously the individual ones, but look at this, guys. Bam. And then they open individually too. Is this not amazing stuff? Like, I am in love with these. Not only are they amazing eyeshadows because they're so creamy. We played with them on the Luminous Beauty side, and I'm going to put them on now. But I just love them. Our eyeshadows, it's like butter. So you're not going to have the fallout as much down here. I'm not saying there's none, but there's less because ours are milled several times, more times than the than the average Joe, than most eyeshadows are, meaning there's not going to be that fallout. And so if you are one that does your eyeshadow first, you wouldn't have to worry about it because then you would do your foundation or your concealer. But if you do your eyeshadow after your foundation, you don't have to necessarily plan on having to clean up afterwards. But you could also still do your powder guard or something like that. Let's see. Oh, waiting for yours to ship. You'll love, love, love them. And I'll show you some colors. I'm not going to open all of them right. I already have some open right now. Or actually, let me see. I'm like, I don't know which. Is this a purpley one? What is this one? No, that's a. And then this one is desert. Or is it dessert? I don't know. I like that one too. That one's a kind of a neutral matte. Ooh, that's a really pretty one too. That's the emerald one. But I love the fact you can see them in this little, but see the color right there, which I love. What is this one? I think saffron. Is that one I have out? This must be the primer. But it's just really cool. I love how they're packaged. And I mean, like in my head, I'm like, ooh, these are some great gift ideas. Sorry, guys. Great gift ideas because your friends, your people. Are they big eyeshadow people? Are they neutral eyeshadow people? So you can kind of gauge and pick the ones you want for them. Oh, Cindy ordered them all. Heather, how do you handle the question of brushes are full of bacteria, et cetera, and airbrushing is such a better solution? Why do we hack our? Why do we hack? I don't know what you mean by hack. I'm like, why do we our own brushes into? Or is this a better solution? Why do we pack our own brushes into traditional makeup? Lisa, I don't understand as far. So if why do we have? Okay, I was like, I don't know why do we have our own brushes in traditional makeup? Okay, so I'm like, I don't know. It's very rare you're going to find some, not rare, but it's kind of a two-part question, Lisa. Lisa is a beauty consultant as well, so I'm kind of going to talk on both ends of that because her question is about if she's talking to somebody and they're airbrushing, why do we talk about traditional makeup? So there's going to be times, sometimes it's hard, even though we're known for our airbrushing and that's what people want to try. Think about how many times you hear me say, or you hear other people say that they got the airbrush home and then they don't use it. They wait because they're like, oh, it might be more difficult. So it takes them a while to even start airbrushing. Okay. And so luckily doing this and being at our live chats, they can see how easy this is. Yes, doing all of it this way is amazing. I can do eyeshadow. I can fill in my brows. I can even put this on my lips. I can airbrush. I can do all of that with my airbrush, but that's going to leave it open for a lot of people who are not there yet. Okay. Now, you'll have people that are like, oh no, I love the foundation. I'll do the foundation all the live long day, but I want to use regular eyeshadow. And that's just going to be the case. There are times that I want strictly all airbrush, and I'm good with that. There are times I want to change it up, and I can mix it up and do traditional makeup and airbrush makeup. There's not one line that is going to be it for everyone. I mean, it's very rare that you're gonna find a line and you're like, oh no, everything on this line I love, I want to use it, until now with Luminess, because we have the best of both worlds. And if we're comparing airbrush versus traditional makeup, who do you want making your traditional makeup? An airbrush company. We're comparing everything to airbrush and those standards. And so if we're talking about traditional makeup versus airbrush makeup, there's going to be a time and a place. And maybe people aren't, you know, maybe they got the foundation down, but they don't have the eyeshadow down, and bam, there you go. Now, with the brushes, yes, flat out, clean your brushes. I can't do anything about that. If you choose not to clean your brushes for years, Lord help us, that's your choice. But yes, you need to clean your brushes. But there, I can do one shade on my lid in airbrush, and then I can do a traditional one in my crease and have the longevity, have it stay. But I'm comparing all of that, the staying power, the pigmentation, the flawlessness of airbrush. Does that make sense? Let's see. Amy says, I use regular makeup when I travel to airbrush at home. See, Amy, I carry my airbrush all the time. All the time. I always use it. The systems are now so small, you can travel with them. I've traveled with a lot of airbrush systems in my carry-on, so that you can carry it on. But we are everything to everybody, because I do have amazing pigmented eyeshadows that go on like butter. But I'll tell you what, the fact that they are so pigmented, I could put this on with my fingers. It is so light and so buttery that I can just go do and be fine. And let's do that. I'll show you. Okay, good, Lisa. So I'm going to use, well, let's change it up a little bit. So this one is Desert. Now, I definitely travel with mine. Like, I'm not using one makeup one place, and I'll definitely travel with mine. I think as a consultant, the brushes are going to be, you know, a thing. But finding some good brushes that are going to work, are easy to clean, are just going to be, it's going to be better for you. Yay! I mean, if you think about it, think about all the times you've heard like, oh, this is like airbrush. This flawless makeup is like airbrush. Well, we are airbrush, okay? We are Luminess. And then if I want a traditional makeup, I want the people that are making my airbrush to make my traditional makeup, because that's, I mean, we have higher standards. All right, so I just put that on with my finger. I'm not using any fancy brushes. I don't know why I had to talk like that, but I just did. All right, so now I'm going to use Iris. I have, well, it's more, it's like, this is the purple, but this is, I have purple on my shirt. I mean, look at that pigmentation. I love this. But I barely have to touch my skin, touch my eye. I mean, I barely have to. Move that right in. By regular makeup. Here we go. All right, so let me put that, blending this. I'm blending it with my finger. But notice, like, you don't see me pulling, I'm not having to pull my eye. I'm just blending it in. This is the other thing, guys. This shows you how great this makeup is. Look how I'm blending it in and not blending it away. there's a difference. There's a difference between blending it away. Ooh, this purple's beautiful. And blending it in. And the fact that I can do that with my finger is pretty darn amazing. Pretty darn amazing. All right, so now I'm going to take Halo, Halo. And I'm going to put that right up here. I'm running out of fingers because I want to blend that out a little bit. Because it's a little bright, which would also make for a great highlighter. If you like, if I was only going to bring, you know, so many of these click and plays, I could use Halo as a highlighter as well. That's what makeup with fingers. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm using Halo as my highlighter. And then, and that's all with my fingers. Yay! So this is a little hot. So I'm gonna, oh, suggestion. On travel cases, can we make the compartment that holds the products with a zipper or Velcro closure? These things are touched around. Then back it out. Okay, I'll look into that, Lisa. Hey Vicky, how are you? Okay, there we go. So yeah, guys, eyeshadow with my fingers. Still can go in and blend. Right there. But that is how easy it is, how pigmented these colors are, guys. I mean, you're not going to get anything more pigmented than these guys. But again, if you are thinking like, okay, if this is airbrush, why are we coming out with traditional makeup? We're going to be that for everyone. Maybe you're not there to do eyeshadow by airbrush, but we have these amazing eyeshadows. And so, I don't know, Cindy. Hey, Allison, how are you? All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of mascara to finish my eyes. And then sorry, guys. I feel you're going to hear me cough this week. Amber's like, trying to meet everyone's needs. I love it. And it really is. But guys, there's times where I want to play with some eyeshadows. Or maybe I, you know, want a simple airbrush eyeshadow. I mean, it just depends. The artist part of me loves the palettes and being able to play with them like that too and add different ones. You know, we do obviously have more options with the palettes. And the fact, if you can do, you know, your foundation airbrush and then have other things on top that are traditional, I'm still having that goodness on my skin, if that makes sense. So, all right, guys. Oh, nope, I'm not done. Not done. Let's add some lips. I'm going to add, ooh, I think I'm going to add this one. This one is the Meringue, one of those. I don't have my glasses on. And it's actually going to look like, I think, that color that I have on my lid. All right. We are working on it, Donnie. I know. We are working on it. And there you go. Yay! All right, guys. Hope you have an amazing afternoon. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. I will be back here tomorrow, I promise. We'll be here at 10, 11, and 3 tomorrow. So I hope you have a great day. We'll get back in the swing of things. I know we have some. I'm going to open up all of them and put them together so you guys can see all of them, and then we'll start kind of playing with the colors so you can be ready for the holidays. So great idea, Amber. All right, thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. Missed you guys, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Hey, Gloria.